All right, you guys, I'm going to show you how to get reimbursements from when it is damaged by the carrier or damaged by the fulfillment center, but you never got reimbursed. Now, this is actually quite significant, but I'll just show you guys. So I'm going to pull up some order IDs. All right, so just pulling up some orders, you'll see I've got quite a significant amount that I'm getting back from this methodology. What have we got here? Let's see. See that one. See, that's $40 that they owe me there. There's a good $90 that they owe me right there. So I've got about 75 here, ranging from $20 to $70. So if we were to take, let's just give you guys a little bit of an estimate. Let's say I had a $40 average times 75. This is a very easy, for me, $3,000 to get back. Very, very low time consuming, about 15 minutes to reconcile and get this all and then hand it off to your VA, or maybe just have your VA watch this, but definitely worth spending your time on if you have just about any amount of orders. So I hope you guys enjoy this. All right, this is how you're going to get reimbursed when Amazon has damaged by FC. So this is another way to get reimbursement. So what you're going to need to do, you're going to need to go to reports, you're going to need to go to fulfillment, and you want to download all of the Amazon returns, okay? Let's see. Yeah, so you go to here, and then you would want to go to customer returns. So you're going to want to download this and then do exact dates, whatnot. I just downloaded my whole account history right here. Cool, you hit download, and I have that. All right, so your info will originally look like this, and you're going to want to now sort it to only damaged by FC. Okay, cool. So you take this, you highlight all of this, and then you go, and I would then put this into the damaged by FC folder. All right, so you have damaged by FC now. All right, so what you're going to do now is you're going to filter these, okay, and then basically get rid of all the reimbursed ones. Cool, so we have these now, and then we have it to, okay, so right here, so they returned stuff that was damaged. They should give us our dollar bills back for that, So now what we're going to want to do is, maybe it is reimbursed or it was reimbursed in units. So they gave us an inventory reimbursement, which is allowed by their rules. So what we do then is now you go ahead and you download on the Amazon. We download the reimbursements, do the same thing, download your whole date range. I have that. Cool. Then you take that text file, and then I put that into reimbursements right here. What we want to do then, we have, where is the order ID here? Okay, so we have right here this filter, Amazon order ID, okay? So we want to find out, did they actually get reimbursed for something, okay? Now, what we're going to look at is the amount total here, okay? And that's what's going to be important. So we go to damaged by FC now, and basically what we want to do here is make dashes here. This just makes your data more, so it's not as overwhelming. ? So we go to here. Let's just zoom in really even closer. All right, so we're going to go, and then now this is reimbursement, ? Whatever, I spelled it wrong. Don't care. All right. I'm a little sassy. It's like 4 in the morning, and I'm just so many ways to return. Okay, so what we're going to do then, now this will equal V lookup. All right, so this now, you go to reimbursements, and you would want to highlight here. We always start at the Amazon order ID. Okay, so we start there, and then we highlight all the way through this data that we want, and we just go to the bottom. And yes, there's a lot. There should be way more reimbursements. This is just what Amazon has done to this moment. I'm going to get thousands more reimbursements, hundreds of thousands in dollar bills. All right, so we do that. That is the range, okay? And then what we need to do in the very top, I'm not sure if we should zoom in on this. You put a $sign in front of D, and you put a $sign in front of those ranges, so that way it doesn't change when you drag down. And I'll show you guys in a second here. So we do that, comma. So basically, oh shit, I did it. I didn't do the first entry first. Okay, so you do VLOOKUP. So when we go over here, so this was, so damaged by FC, okay? Now we want to, what are we doing here? We're matching, we're trying to see, was there a reimbursement? I don't want to do this manually. I was, and it's just, why? Why waste your time? Okay, so equals VLOOKUP. So what you need to do now is the order ID, because we want to match that order ID to see if it was ever reimbursed in cash or whatnot. So we hit there. So we do that, order ID, comma, and then now we go to the table range. So we go to the reimbursements, and we go back to the top, and then the first column always has to be the one you want to filter by. So it's order ID in this. So we're just going to take this whole table and select the range. Now there's the range. Okay. So now we're going to put $signs in right there, because otherwise when you scroll it down, it'll keep moving the table down by one every time, and then you're not searching the whole table. So you $ in front of the D and the 1 and the R and the 1. If you're confused, watch, I'll do an in-depth video on VLOOKUP, or go to Google. Maybe just go to Google. I don't know if I'm going to make that. Can't explain everything to everybody. All right. So we've done that range now. Now, which column are we looking for? I'm going to look for just the total amount total here. So let's count the columns. 1 is at order ID. 2 is reason. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amount total. So 10. And then comma, and then you do false because we want an exact match. Cool. That one was never reimbursed. Now what we do is we just drag it, and it'll tell us all of these if we were ever reimbursed in any way. Cool. Well, it looks like they didn't do like any of them. A couple of them they did. Now we're probably gonna just delete these ones out then, because we're reimbursed even though they returned it to inventory apparently. So I'll delete this one. Yeah, so just go ahead, delete them all. And then now you could go and prove and look at your data for yourself. But that's essentially what I got for Jazz there. These all should be reimbursed. Now I will make a video on the template to use, but essentially you just say, hey, these were marked as damaged when the customer got them, and we should be reimbursed for these. Now they may give you a hard time when it says sellable, but basically what you do then is say, no, the customer said that it was damaged when they got it. See, or you could use the customer comment. That'll really help. Like right here, was shipped with no protection in a huge box, 6 cans of Swiss Miss hot chocolate, and a jar of whey protein. Not sure how it possibly could have arrived without damage. Yet Amazon didn't reimburse us. So I would then make a new spreadsheet. I keep all this in Google Docs, but this would be unreimbursed damaged by FC. Cool. Now copy all of this data. And now these are to be reimbursed. Great. Now I would do over here, I would do case ID and then reimbursed. Let's see, order ID. Yeah, so then you just keep a track of this. Let's see, order amount. You could go and look up the actual order amount. You could do VLOOKUP, do that for yourself. But basically, you got to keep track of, are they reimbursing you or not? And then as you make cases, keep track of it here. Have your VA go in and submit these and then keep a track on them. And you could do up to 5 at a time to make things more manageable. But yeah, hope that this is helpful, and look out for that. I'll probably put the template in the bottom and leave comments. Let me know what you guys, how it's working out for you, if you're running into issues. But these are pretty clearly, you might have to fight a little bit, but I think these ones are pretty easy to win. So hope that this was helpful. All right, so I also forgot to mention that you could get your money back if it is damaged by not only, so we just did damaged by FC, but you could also do this for damaged by carrier. The same exact process, okay? So these quite obviously should have been reimbursed, but they're not. So I'll just quickly show in case you guys want another primer. So damaged by carrier. Cool, so I'm gonna take all of this data here. Let's see, I take this all, put this into here. All right, then boom. All right, cool. Now filter this. So you hit filter and then reason. Let's see, where is reimbursed? Status. Oh, sorry, you don't want to do reimbursed. You would do unit return to inventory. Great, you should have got reimbursed for these. Now, the last note, they might argue it's sellable, okay? But you just say no. The customer obviously say it was damaged. and Amazon graded it wrong, and you should be reimbursed because it was quite obviously damaged by the carrier, damaged by the FC, whatnot. Use those comments. But now here, so then let's see, reimbursed question mark. This now equals V lookup. And what you do is you do, okay, let's go through it. Order ID, comma. You don't put dollar signs on that one because we want that to change all the time. And then we go to reimbursements. And then now we go to, we highlight the Amazon order. We start at the order ID because that's what we're filtering by. And then we go down all the way to the bottom for reimbursements. We do that. And then we hit comma, but we go back and we put in the dollar sign. Dollar sign. That. And then I think it was, whoa, I guess we'll count again to see which column it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because we're looking for amount total, 10. And then false. So I guess one thing that I should, false because we want exact match. Cool. There's a problem with this formula. What did I do wrong? Oh, I put the dollar sign in the wrong spot. There we go. All right, so one thing to note is that you'll see 0 here, okay? Amount total 0. That's because they reimbursed it to your inventory there. All right. It's quantity reimbursed inventory. So that means it was reimbursed. Sometimes there'll be blanks here, but that means because it was like you probably made a case or something. But that's what you're going to do there. So I guess I'll finish this up. Damaged by carrier. Let's just finish this out. Oh, what do you know? They reimbursed 2 of them. So I would then delete that one. And I would delete this one. And then do the same process. So then now I would, let's see, unreimbursed, damaged by carrier. Cool. All right, Control A. For some reason, it didn't highlight all of it. All right, there it is. So let me know if you guys got any questions. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff falling through the cracks here. So I hope that this was helpful. All right, so I wasn't going to include this, but I will. So here's just a quick way that I would go about creating a case for this. So essentially, there's 2 scenarios. There's going to be the detailed disposition. There's going to be where it comes back as defective or customer. There's going to be different ways, but if it comes back as sellable, you're going to need to fight it different than if it comes back as like damaged or any other cases. So you're going to have to play around with making your own case. And I'm not going to, I'm already getting you guys 90% of the way there. And, there's delay in between all of these. So I don't have time to make it. So maybe if people could help out and comment with cases that have worked for them and ones that have not, and maybe what you've said, that would be great. But here's off the top of my head. Basically, if it was returned as sellable, you can make 2 arguments. One, try to use the notes provided by the customer. That's going to be really helpful because it's like, well, like this one. This one says, put into the mailbox, folded in half, so bent the glass is beyond repair. And yet Amazon says that it was returned as sellable. No way. So I would use these notes, okay? But now let's say there were no notes, such as, where are there no notes and sellable? So right here, there's no notes, okay? And it's returned as sellable. So I would make the argument that the customer said it was damaged, and you guys said that it was sellable, and essentially Amazon always thinks the customer is right, so I would make that case. Now, my case would look a little something like this. Hello, Amazon. I've been reconciling our customer returns, and I appear to have found an error where the item was damaged by FC or by carrier, but we were not reimbursed. Include the order ID and then include the customer notes if possible. And say it was clearly damaged by Amazon or a partner carrier before it got to the customer and should be covered by Amazon return reimbursement policy. I just say Amazon policy. Don't give them more info than they need. That's very vague because then they have to search through the whole Amazon catalog. This unit is damaged and therefore worthless, and we should be reimbursed. Please reimburse us as follows. Original payment balance for the order was 56. So look up the order and essentially say, yeah, that. And then the customer is refunded that much. Please reimburse us the original payment balance of 56.47 as per Amazon policy. Best regards, Brock. Yep, that's all I would do. So yeah, post what has worked for you guys and what has not, and we get a little bit going on to get to the truth and how to fix this issue in their system.